this is the big moment. My husband gets to meet his daughter, and I found her and arranged this trip. And they've actually been communicating for about a year and a half. But here goes. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I love them both. Okay, give me that and you walk. Yeah, you walk.
Yeah.
Wait. Ah, wait, you're going a little too fast.
No, you.
Oh, slow down. Oh my God.
You said tuck and roll.
This is not live. This is not live, okay? Yeah.
I don't look good, Puffy. Hello. You smell good. I mean, black men do, but...
Wait, come back. No, don't run.
No, I'm gonna... No.
Oh, that's sweet.
Hello, nice to meet you.
And there is Mr. Bill.
What up? He was actually in the hospital when I looked you up.
Yeah.
Go back. You and her. How do you feel? I'll start with Chanel. How do you feel right now?
She feels all squishy.
And this is not live. This is his own.
Oh,
thing.
I feel like I would like to be on the other side of the river. I like downtown. Oh, no, it feels good. Look at that. Your jeans are strong. Oh, my
Yes, they are.
goodness.
Those eyes.
Yeah.
Those eyes.
Yeah, no,
Ernest, how do you feel?
I feel, I don't know,
Speechless.
man.
That's the
I
first
don't even
time
know
he
what to
can't
feel.
That's the
I've
first
never been
time.
speechless in my
He's
life.
never been speechless. And this is the love of her life, Bill. B-I-L.
Oh, yeah,
And
you
they
in a
have
row.
lovely
All right.
kids.
All right.
I was like,
There you go, baby. Oh my goodness.
Cops don't give a shit about traffic laws right now, so I wouldn't stand in the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this our beer back here?
Yeah, it's kind of like we went to New York once.
Oh my
And when we
gosh.
were in New York,
I love that.
someone had an accident right in front
Tell
of
me
us.
about that. I love that.
Taika?
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, I'm a big feather person. Birds drop their feathers, I keep
Ancient
them.
Hawaiian warriors would wear these into battle, and so
Okay,
it protects your car.
how cool is that?
So
guess,
this is Pioneer Square.
wait,
Uh-huh,
go back
Pioneer
to that
Square.
protects your car. Tell her what I put in the middle of our car driving down
Oh
here.
yeah, we always have. Yeah, she has the same thing,
I put a feather, a falcon's feather
but it
drop.
has the same. Yeah.
And I laid it right there, and then we put our Bible there, But I had the
Look at
feather
that big
there.
puppy you're missing.
Oh, damn. So fluffy.
So this is the Pioneer Square. This is usually where they have like all like sorts of.
So y'all gonna take us on a tour or something?
If there's gonna be like a Saturday market down here, this is where they would have it.
Okay, how cool.
Or a lot of like marches start there and then march through down here.
So was this where the Black Lives Matter occupancy that they couldn't move for? So you wear flowers. I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
You're flowers. You wear flowers. Yeah, I picked up on that earlier, but I see it again.
Yeah,
That has a meaning. Just so you know, you're organic.
Oh yes.
Okay.
And then you have to wear it on the left side. Right
Yeah.
side if you're single, left side if you're married.
Right.
In the middle if they're not acting right.
But yeah, I'm loving the people here. Tomorrow we're gonna go hand out socks, by the way, because it's wet here and your
Socks
feet
is a
get
big thing.
they get wet and
Sounds like
fungus
Ironman's
sets
home.
up. So new socks, like brand new socks, is a big commodity
Yeah,
if you're on the
socks,
streets.
blankets, tarps, and feminine hygiene products.
Oh yeah, and underwear, clean underwear,
Well, that's what
clean drawers.
I could see Bill drives like us. I'm in that big truck. We got to get where we're getting. People
And
say,
he's not
I have to get
live.
up to the turn lane.
Ernest is not live.
what
again.
it's live YouTube. It's live YouTube.
But it's not. Nobody else is seeing it right now.
Oh, of course not, but they will see it later. So make sure you be on your best behavior.
Wow.
You can't use words like shit, damn.
Ernest.
You can't use words like mother, stuff like that.
I do answer for Mother Flusher Plumbing.
Oh, okay, great.
Well, he drives like
Door
us.
Are you happy, wife?
my
thank
God.
you. Drive in your lane.
Oh my goodness, we're in the back seat. This is like so
So,
surreal.
So, son,
That
are we,
side of town-
son, are we
you
allowed
wanna
to backseat drive?
So
You
back
can say
there,
whatever you want to.
back there we were closer to PSU, the high school. Over here, not the high school, the college, Portland State University. Now we're heading into
Damn it.
Chinatown.
So why don't you come across the river too much?
Because it's downtown. It's just lawless. It smells. There's more
got you.
transient people, and not my brand.
So our
My brand are
favorite
more like the
people.
tweakers in
Yeah,
Southeast.
this is like
Okay.
it's like 90s New York around here now. It's really gross and
I hear you. And you know, crazy about us is our favorite part. Like we were in Skid Row in LA, what, Saturday night? What's today?
Yes.
Sunday?
Yes.
Last night on a Saturday night, just to see what it looks like after dark.
See, I
But
like
you're
it
right.
too.
So-
I live in.
We are now keeping score. I do want to let you guys know. So, how many curse words? The home team,
Oh, wow.
you guys have one, and we have one.
No,
so
no,
we're
we
even right
nothing.
now.
You have
We,
two.
so we
No,
are keeping a
Ernest, you have two.
score. on this.
I will win the game. I have a filthy pirate mouth.
I'll win the game. My granny taught me well. I just put church brain on and I won't say anything.
Well,
Oh, so what she's doing is being respectful.
Yeah,
to
like
you.
I just want.
She said church brand.
Yes.
You don't have to put that brand on for him. he has another side that it just flows out like the River
Jordan's a
Jordan.
bougie native.
I like his tennis shoes. So how long were y'all waiting downstairs?
About 15 minutes, maybe.
I was ready, just for record. Ernest was very nervous. I sure did. He was
It's
very
always them.
nervous.
And then usually, like Bill, he's
No,
like,
you
I'm
were
nervous, and now
nervous.
I have to poop first. And I'm
Right.
like,
Oh, he
Oh,
had to do it
okay.
all.
We are. Oh,
Should I wear the hat or not? I said, well, wear the hat.
And all your feelings, they live in
Shades.
your head.
Shades or not. I said, take the shades off. I don't want her to think you're shady.
Fargo. You see that up there?
She want me to think I'm shady.
Yeah.
You see it up there in the building? Above the window sets? Fargo.
Oh, Fargo.
Yeah, I'm curious what that's for.
Maybe it used to be a Wells Fargo.
Well, look at you.
So we have to ask a personal question.
Yes.
Probably have a personal answer.
Are you going to ask me
Okay.
to see my vaccination card?
No.
Okay.
Just, you know,
I mean,
are you...
Is the one you have
Are
legitimate?
you vaccinated?
No.
COVID
This is a trick
recovered?
question. Is the one you have legitimate?
Wow.
Well, yeah, I can't afford a fake one.
I'm just trying to
It's
figure out
cheaper
if I
to
can
get.
take...
So that means you have
Wait,
The
one.
real one's cheaper.
I would really like to take my mask off, Ernest. So, are you
So-
vaccinated or recovered?
So we're half vaccinated, and we've both had COVID before.
Okay, so you're both COVID recovered and had the first shot.
Yeah, they poked me. I got sick for a week.
Okay,
Oh my
and
God.
no cough, shortness of breath, fever, sore throat, none of that,
It's a
nausea, vomiting.
constant thing.
Yeah, constant
Okay,
thing.
I took my
We're
mask
always
off.
sick. Are you-
I hear
And I got my
Because they have
hand
kids.
sanitizer in the
Oh, no, I got
car.
my own. I'm
I got
good.
it in my purse.
I took
This
my
guy's
mask
backpack,
off.
a
I feel
pineapple,
good.
babe?
I feel very
I
confident.
need that backpack.
Oh, well, we have to, because with Stone and his heart
It's a
disease.
pineapple.
That's right. I remember that.
And so we went and got vaccinated with Bjorn, because what's good for him is good for us. So we went and got the same batch, and so we're going to do the same.
Well, I finally succumbed to pressure after Delta hit. I knew that was the time. I said, okay, Delta is not anybody to wrestle with, and I went. So I technically just became immune August 14th because I knew I wanted to do this trip too, and I didn't want to be over weird. Bill called you.
Yes. Did he say something?
I thought he called
Okay,
you.
we're going faster.
Oh my gosh, he drives worse than
Oh,
you.
yes, I love it. I love it. Go. Past the homeless people. Hey, I would help you if we stop long enough. Oh, almost.
Wow, I can't believe you said that. Disclaimer, we are
So
going to
this
come
is where they're
back.
all at. This is waterfront.
Okay.
And on the other side, because this is Bridge City, so you'll see bridges on either side. That's why I was like, let's go back to Southeast, which now we are on the Southeast side of the bridge.
So certain parts of Oregon reminds me of Utah a little bit.
Where am I going to?
Coming in, I saw some rural areas. Farming.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know they
look
want
at
to
this
go to power
building. Look at
plant.
this building. I
was
love
gonna
this
show them,
building.
at least,
I like this building. So what's
Oh, yeah.
what's
How to get
housed
there.
here?
Huh? You don't have to get there?
Oh, I love this building.
Because it'll go off to Weidler.
Okay.
Oh, and we haven't eaten since
Yeah, so I was
What,
gonna
yesterday?
ask, what is your food
Midnight.
plans? The boys are getting dropped off to us at 5. So I don't know if you wanted to do a little smoosh boosh, a little
what's bush bush?
a little poo-poo platter, a little snacky snack before dinner, or what do you like to eat?
We eat everything no MLK except for pork.
We eat half vaccinated people.
Wow.
I know, it was so cute. I made the kids fried rice, and I was like, "Tell Nate not to eat it. There's spam in there."
Oh, Nate loves Asian food. Pho, anything Asian.
Oh yeah,
Thai
we fed
food.
him well.
Oh, I when y'all were eating the food, I'm like, I know it. Nate, did Nate bring his chopsticks? Like,
I don't think so. We have some in
Personal.
our drawer. We have, it goes forks, knives,
man,
chopsticks.
No,
like-
seriously, this boy carries. He has a set of chopsticks that he carries with him. I mean,
Yeah,
like his.
he
personal-
showed me.
Oh,
He
he
was a
did.
little kid.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like,
yeah.
"Look at
I
him."
mean, that's how he rolls. But we eat pretty much anything. We
I don't
like-
know where he gets that
I like
part from.
I like different food if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So I don't care for burgers and fries, and if we could eat something different. We like Mediterranean, Asian, Mexican,
I know where I am. Okay.
just whatever. What did we just have? Some Greek food, Turkish.
Ooh, we could stop at
Like
the
medicine.
Supermercado. We're going up in numbers.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, we go to
And-
Mercado.
And then grab
And we-
Mexican treats.
Oh,
'cause
this.
they're easy.
Sandy?
Or if y'all have
Sandy
another,
now.
or if
Yeah,
y'all have
I mean, I
another
can change
option, since we just came from LA, we're like Mexican
See?
out a little
See,
bit.
people don't give a about laws around here anymore.
Wow.
It's something to do with the police. After everything that happened last year,
So it's lawless.
pretty much.
Well, yeah.
So do y'all have a gun?
No.
Real set. Hold on.
I mean, yes, we own a gun. Has it been shot in the last 30 years? 40 years? Probably not.
So what kind of gun do you have?
It's a
Bill?
bird hunting gun I got from my grandfather when he passed away.
Oh, okay.
That my dad bought him, or he bought my dad
Need
one or the
something
other.
with a little bit more heat.
Oh,
With this lawlessness.
I mean,
Y'all have kids, so it's a little
if
unique.
it comes to a situation like that, I've got a friend who literally lives a mile away that's got enough
or to share.
armory to
See,
deck out my family. and
I've
kids.
never shot a gun before. I think it would be fun.
You
Yeah,
should.
we need to get you out shooting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
y'all
let's
want to go
do
to
it.
a range? Y'all want to go to a shooting range?
I don't even know where to get.
I looked into getting a pistol when we moved back up here, but
I had never shot a gun in my entire life until February 14th. He took me to a range, and sadly, I liked it so much, I asked for the AR-15. I shot it. Then I went and got my, I got my LTC. It's just, we're in the woods, and things were changing in Texas, and folk were getting weird, and we were getting too progressive, and
I mean, I would
We've
prefer
had
my kids to know
threats,
how to handle
so-
a firearm
They
rather
should.
than not.
our kids had grown up, so
If
we
you
were
almost
like,
do archery
we gotta
really
just,
bad.
well, he can do Hunger Games.
Oh, he's
That's a
really
weapon.
good. To
Then-
the point where, like, when we go to the Renaissance fairs, people always ask, "Does he take lessons?" And I'm like, "No, he's just really good at it."
They have a really good, I'm gonna say a set. It's 200. I was looking at Nate. I don't know if you knew this. Nate likes archery too.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Those
He
boys and Nate.
is.
Nate fits in. I'm stealing Nate. I'm like, so when are you moving?
I knew y'all would match up real
I've got
quick.
a compound and a crossbow in the garage.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what I was
I
thinking
used to
of.
have
Crossbow.
I used to have a longbow, but I have no idea what happened to that. We took it down to Cali with us.
Man, I don't know.
So Portland reminds me of.
That used to be a Wendy's, you can tell.
Mm.
They've shut down a lot of their fast food and stuff like that just from vandalism and
COVID didn't help the situation.
This seems a little bit like LA meets Seattle.
Actually, it reminds me of Saginaw, Michigan, when I went most
See, this isn't even our side of town. We live in Felony Flats. This is.
But
Northeast.
definitely they're building, so something's coming.
Everything that goes
Look, they're
down
building.
will rise.
That's for
yeah,
sure.
the gentrification
Everything that
starts
goes down
rising
will
as we
rise.
head that way.
Right.
Sometimes areas are allowed to decline so that there's a new rise.
Do. Gross. I like their van now.
That's actually a cool van.
Yeah, it is. Looks like, I bet you it's at least four-wheel drive.
Current police activity, Southeast Division, between Division and Burnside.
Where?
Southeast, suppose.
So y'all monitor the police.
Oh, yeah.
50th and Hawthorne.
Okay, cool. We'll be past that.
Oh yeah, next door app. We monitor the police. There's a plane that's constantly flying over.
I've got a scanner at home.
The kidney care, in case you need to stop.
Oh, he's done with that. Man, that was a 10-year ordeal.
Portland, Oregon is Oregon, correct?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Oregon.
Yeah, look.
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon. You actually live here. Chanel, did you know, honestly, the fact that my mother's dream was to move to Portland, Oregon all of her life? Since I was age 6.
Well,
She talked about this place in Portland, Oregon. I saw pictures of it in National Geographic. And I'm like, that's a cool place. And her connection here was a friend of hers that really came through for us after, you know, the divorce and you know, my father following us around and making sure that we we just didn't live anywhere or fit in anywhere because he tried to destroy our life. So anyway, this was her runaway place to Oregon.
well, I love Portland.
That's just, but it's still ironic, I guess.
People get all, oh, look, there's Rio's Ribs, or that was Rio's Ribs.
Yeah, that was
Second
Rio's
location,
Ribs.
they used to have Rio's Ribs out there on TV Highway. Snoop Dogg's uncle owned that one. I think he still owns part of it, but I don't know what's going on with that location.
So, what do you want to eat? I mean, what do you feel like?
Steak.
Wow, Ernest. Let
Steak
her
or
pick.
steak. Or steak.
Let
Or
her-
steak.
He's trying to get you to. Oh, you know what?
Sushi's good.
This is a French dude. This is a French guy. He's wearing a French sweater. He's got a little beret on.
Are you sure?
Oh, dude, he turned his lip up to me when he looked at
Maybe
me.
he's a mime.
No, he's a French guy.
Yeah, he's gonna flip you up.
I'm curious if he's listening to your stuff. He is. It's French.
He's French.
He's learning French.
He's driving a German car.
Yep.
Omelette tout fromage!
Yes, he is.
Not my fraction.
Stop.
No, that's not my
Omelette tout
president for
fromage.
Trump.
It's an omelet with cheese in French. Omelette tout fromage. It's the only thing I can say in French.
I can say Zuta, Lords.
I can say probably French though.
Oh yeah.
Je suis
You have a
Jean
good
Lepel.
voice,
Yeah.
Je me
Je
sais.
suis en
Oui,
Guy.
oui,
Oh.
merci.
Comment allez-vous?
Yeah, comment allez-vous?
Je suis
Merci.
à vous. And you?
I sat in on a French class.
Oui,
instead
oui.
of going to
Oui,
study hall in
oui,
seventh
oui,
grade.
oui.
Where's the restroom?
Merci.
Oui, oui.
I can speak way more Spanish. Even my Spanish is so poor. What you want to eat,
Oh,
Bill?
my wife wants you to put a little drawer on that window, just a little underwear. Oh, the right one. It was good. The left one was great. Right.
Thank you.
There we go.
I did not anticipate it. being
Oh,
wet.
wow. We just sunroofed it. Oh, my
It's-
Lord.
It's wet here, huh? Almost like Seattle.
It's more than wet here. It's wet. It's smoke. It's,
That's the first
it's
time it's
burn.
rained.
It's
The
fire.
word is
Oh, are you
dank.
serious?
It's very dank here.
Yep.
Wow.
The guy told us, he said,
you know,
it's subject-
Cali needs rain.
It kind of reminded me of Hawaii just a bit when he said it's subject to rain at any time.
Yeah.
But in
That's right.
Hawaii, it's like, you know, it's just misty rain. But here,
Your dog got a beard? He does.
He does, you know.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
He looks like a
You
you get to
Schnauzer.
meet our little poo-poo nose.
Oh,
He's a
Poo-poo
Schnauzer
nose.
mix.
I love my dog. He's my baby.
Debbie, you are riding with.
And you know what's crazy about it? I want to hit the waterfalls and the trees. I do want to get to those trees and waterfalls. You know, maybe tomorrow. We may have to change the tickets and come back a day later.
Lots.
So, what are we doing here? We're still in some flower pots off the porch.
Beat somebody for doing
You know, that's a pretty good business. Taking flower.
that. My wife collects her non-real flowers, and if somebody needs to mess with those,
Wow.
They dare.
don't they?
What? You know, my grandmother used to get flowers stolen off her
Or we just
porch.
go to the power
She had
plant
pretty
and get
expensive
down.
flowers because she grew them so
Oh,
lush.
that's the thing. People
How'd you
dig your landscaping up.
Yep, that's what we caught somebody doing.
Right.
One of our old landscapers used to dig up other people's landscaping and come and landscape our yard. And like our yard kind of looks like their yard,
Oh, they have
but their
fun.
yard is missing.
That reminds me of Liar Liar when like they put in the turf or whatever and then it gets repossessed so he goes to everybody else's yard and cuts a piece.
Dick and Jane.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
With Dick and Jane.
Right. They came and pulled the lawn up. And then she pretended that she was upset.
This is
all
blue.
wrong.
This is great.
Yes.
My favorite is them taking a shower, running through the yard.
Oh, yeah.
I've told the kids we're gonna do that. And he's like, no. Let's see. Food time.
We're still about 120 blocks out.
So,
Right.
why did you do the little roll around in the neighborhood?
I was going to stop somewhere else, but I decided not to.
Oh, got you.
He was gonna stop at that weed shop, and I'm like, just take them to power plant, but we gotta get something to eat because we gotta at least snack on something. I'm hungry too.
We can eat. We don't have to snack. So, we last ate at midnight. So, we're hungry.
I just know that I'm gonna have to eat dinner with the boys at 5. So if I eat.
So, what do they normally eat?
What do they eat? Anything.
Like today. Okay.
They eat anything. They'll eat
'Cause
pizza. They eat sushi. They eat anything.
We can get started and they can join. We purposefully did not eat so that we could
Y'all fast.
wait on. No, we wanted to wait on you, and you know, to Ernest is just whatever you wanted to eat. We had coffee.
Hey, we could go catch Korean barbecue and not feed it to the
Oh,
children.
did you say Korean barbecue?
Oh, Korean barbecue.
Wait, did you say
Did you
Korean
say Korean
barbecue?
barbecue?
I did, and
Yes.
then we
Say
can eat
Korean
that,
barbecue.
Yes,
and then
yes.
not feed it to the children. We're famous for
Yeah,
that.
no,
We'll leave them
no,
at home.
Yeah, Korean barbecue.
Let's do that.
Yes.
And bring them the receipt
Yes,
so they
that's
can look
something
at it.
you could eat too.
And give them the receipt and tell them, I need y'all to
yeah.
add that up and make sure I
Y'all
paid the
have
right
to-
tax.
Yeah.
There's no sales tax here.
Did she say Korean
There's no
barbecue?
tax here?
Yeah.
No sales tax, no.
No
Oh,
sales
there's no
tax?
sales tax?
Wow.
What?
You get your gas in Oregon, not in Washington.
Yeah, you
Are
buy
you
your cigarettes
serious?
here, not there.
Yeah.
But you buy your
Wow.
booze.
But the cost of living
Yeah.
is higher.
Well, because we don't have liquor stores like Washington.
Oh, there are no liquor stores in Oregon?
So they're
They
liquor
do, they just
stores,
close at
but
like
we
8.
don't
What,
have
what do you
like.
mean they closed?
So like at Walmart, you can't buy liquor. You can't like.
Oh, yeah. Well,
But
I'm
like
from- I'm
in
from-
California, you can't.
Yeah,
Texas has areas, they call them wet.
Oh yeah, I'm from
So
California.
there's-
You could get hard liquor all day in
Yeah.
any grocery store.
And
Right.
like in Texas, soft liquor, beer and wine. And then in the hood, you get the hardcore stuff.
Now when
Well,
I
it's
was
always
in
malt liquor,
Mississippi, we were in a dry county.
Right.
And if we wanted something on a weekend or past 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we had to go 2 counties over.
Okay, yeah, that's how Texas is. And so there's no sales tax here. That's different. That's
Then
unique.
like the
So how does
liquor
the
stores
state?
don't open up.
I mean, I'm sorry. How did the city support itself?
Look at the roads.
I don't know.
I mean,
Look at it.
Good gracious, that's new.
We wait for that child support payment.
There is tax.
Speaking of which,
We just don't pay.
Oh no, that shit got canceled.
Like
by
we
the way.
pay
Okay.
taxes at the end of the year for like road maintenance and stuff like that. Tax free up here. We just don't have
Sales tax.
sales tax.
But we
Okay,
pay,
so
we
if
pay an
you-
arts tax though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like other different taxes.
This is so weird. So if you go to, let's say, to go buy a pair of shoes, there's no tax on that?
No.
You've got to be kidding me.
No,
Are you
tax at all.
serious?
That's why you'll find.
Now, they don't tax
Nate asked me
groceries.
that because he
This
was
is
like,
odd.
I've seen. He was like, I was wondering about that because I bought something and it was $1.57.
We're not used to that.
And he's like, because everything everywhere I go is like $1.99.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
to the point. And it was like $1.38, and I didn't understand. I was like, yeah.
That is so weird for us.
And this
Man.
is
So
grand.
groceries
Yeah.
aren't taxed. If you get food,
Nope.
it's not. Our groceries aren't. Now they do
Those
what's called
aren't
a
taxed
sin
either.
tax.
Yeah.
So what, cars are not
Yeah,
taxed?
no.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
That's why people
What?
in Washington will come down here and buy a car.
What?
The
Did you
Belipo
know
class.
The people.
Did you know
Oh, we
this?
spent a lot of time over here.
So
the
if you
last
buy a
few
car,
years.
there's no sales tax.
Yeah, I know. I was
So
thinking about that.
there's sales tax on a car?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Did you know this?
you should come buy your car here from here.
What?
So right now we're on the. I mean, we're cusping into southeast. That was more like the north
Burnside.
side.
So,
Yeah,
for
Burnside's the line.
income tax, is there a state tax? Like California has a state income
Right.
tax. Okay, see, Texas doesn't have a state income tax. So what they get y'all on the back end. They get us on the front end. That's what that's about.
Well, California, they get you on the front and the back.
You know, you're right. They
Mm.
actually do.
It
They
sounds
do.
really
No, that's true.
Sounds a little human centipede.
right. Get you
if ask
from the
me.
front and the back.
Well,
They roast you like a spit.
Yeah, I hail from San Luis Obispo County, which is the third most desirable place to live in all of the United States. It is stupid expensive there.
Yeah, it was
now where is
ridiculous.
this?
San
Central
Luis
Coast.
Obispo, California. Directly in between LA and San Francisco.
Oh, we've driven there. And what's the name of this city?
San Luis Obispo or Paso Robles.
Okay, I know that second one. And it's
Paso
right
Robles was
past-
big for wine.
Okay, and I know like the valley.
The valley's a couple hours out. It's where my brother lives.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
real familiar with the valley.
Yeah, like the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I live pretty much the same area as the valley. Instead of being on the 5, it was on the 101.
Oh, got you. So you were on the coast,
Yeah, about.
pretty much. You were
About a
probably
half
got
hour
hit
from.
past Malibu.
So this, after you like pass this road, is more like southeast.
And your gas
Okay.
is a little cheaper too. Look at their gas.
And then when we
yeah.
get closer
More
down that way,
higher
then
than
it's more my
Texas.
neck of the woods.
So the gas in Texas is like $3.29 maybe. $2.98 to $3.29. So their gas is higher. And your minimum wage is higher here.
Is it?
Only in
Right?
the
Aren't
city.
y'all like $15?
Only in the city.
Okay, got you.
Anything out of our county is a lot lower.
Okay.
I was like, I thought it was. What is it now?
It's like $13.50, I think.
So this reminds me of Seattle meets LA. Kissed, had a baby.
It's $14 an hour in the Portland metro area. Yeah. Which is why we were so mad, because when I first started working my job, I started working at, I think it was like $11.25, worked my way up to $14 an hour, and by the time I got there, they changed
The scale.
and started hiring people at $14, but didn't bump anybody
you up.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you can quit and reapply.
And they wouldn't matter. I'd just be making the $14 that I just.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
And so now I've been
So
with
they
that
didn't do
company
an
for almost
adjustment.
5 years, and I've pretty much topped out for my position anyway.
Then it's time to go back to school.
Ooh, no.
He's not gonna like me.
I'm two internships and a capstone away from my bachelor's, but
Then you
I'm
need to
gonna just
finish.
go to court and get that nullified. I went to a for-profit school that don't even offer my program anymore, and so I'm just gonna.
You can't find a school that'll take your credits.
Nope.
Wow.
It won't even translate to PSU. So
Wow.
I'm just gonna
I
go
had
to
that
court
issue in Hawaii.
and get it nullified because that school is famous for
Doing that.
and having to eat people's debts for that reason. And then I will just start from scratch. What I'd like to do is, well, we have a 10-year plan of moving to Hawaii, so that would. But I've been looking at being a death doula, which is super cool.
Now he's still filming, just so you'll know. Okay.
But I don't know if you know what a death doula is. So, like,
don't tell me.
Okay.
Does it have something to do with almost like a midwife, but when somebody dies, you assist them with death?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just assisting them with the process.
Yeah.
So basically everything that's not medical hospice.
You look like you were surprised. I knew that.
Like, well, no. I was just like, well, of course you would. Like, of course you would.
No, honestly, not everyone in healthcare knows. There are a lot of people that have strong. Oddly, he and I talked about that. There are a lot of people that have strong beliefs against it. I actually have strong beliefs for it, and we don't talk about it in Texas though, because that's not anything that you would do there. So
Really?
you come to Oregon now. Those of us
Oh,
who
well, yeah, for
understand
that
now,
process.
you
No,
come
this
to
is
Oregon
for
to help.
any hospice care. So even
Not in Texas.
well, no, yeah, no, this is not for like when you're having assisted suicide. This is just for
What I say on that
pediatric or anything
it's
like
to
that.
It's to help the patient or the person emotionally go through the steps of death.
Or
Yeah.
like a lot of people are alone. They come in and pull their shift, but they're not coming in and, making sure that they have a diffuser with the scent that they like and like all of that stuff.
So-
or maybe they have questions about
You and I align in many areas. So I had an idea for a book that I was going to write called The Good Death. Because we all will meet it, but how we make it. And I'm really into death plans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You can write out
Tell them what I want you
your
to do
death
with my
plan.
No.
I want to hear it. No,
He just wants to
seriously.
be left where he lays.
Yep.
Okay, I can see that.
If
That's
I'm
his
in the
death
house,
plan.
if I'm in the house, whatever room it is, just put a
wall it
wall up
off.
over the door.
Oh, wait. And then after your body
Just
starts
leave me.
decaying.
It's my tomb.
then what? Your tomb? Okay. I can understand that.
I mean, if I
I
could
agree,
be
like
I
a
get
good
it.
wife, and then I go out back and I bury
Well,
him
you
under
have
the
to say
apple tree,
yeah.
and I go, yeah, babe, I'm
See, if I can get the
No, but
energy
that
to go
would be
crawl
against the law,
outside,
though.
better off.
So Oregon laws, I know, are very open to people coming, especially terminal care, coming and choosing how they want to say goodbye. I know that in a lot of
There's been a
lot
couple of
people,
cases of it, but it's not as
it's not as
common.
open.
Back
really,
as
like it
when
used
Dr.
to be.
Kevorkian was around.
yeah,
Well,
no, it's not as common
yeah, that's
of
a
a
little
practice as people
different.
think it is. But,
Really?
yeah, but it happens.
So if people choose to go under a tree and allow themselves to make peace with whomever their creator is, and they have a death doula, would the laws of Oregon be against that?
I
If
don't
they're
know.
already dying? I mean, if they're in an active dying
Well,
process.
the death doula thing has nothing to do with.
like assisted suicide
Yeah,
or anything like
no,
that.
not
Right,
at all.
but
It's
if you just want to be there, I mean, if they're in an active process of dying,
yeah,
death is imminent, and let's just say they want to come here.
Everybody's gonna die. It's nicer if you got
Oh, yeah.
somebody's hand to hold.
Yeah. Well, sadly, probably 60% of the people who've passed away, I've had to be that for them, and it's really sad. And I have to key into their belief systems. Once I did a Native American death, all the other nurses looked at me like, "What the heck?" I said, if you listen long enough, you know that he was native. Look at his bedside. He had he had feathers, rocks, he had water, he had a lot of, artifacts. And I said, let's just make a circle, spread all this stuff around for him, how he would like it to be. Let's come here and join together. As he breathes his last moments, I said, let's get some music on. I found some native music on TV. I turned the water on in the shower so he could hear the water. I couldn't get his family. Oh my gosh. They had left.
It's not where you
They
park
were
at a
waiting.
stoplight, dude.
They were waiting and they couldn't wait anymore. Life kind of went on.
Well, sometimes people do that though. They
That's
like to
always
do
one
that.
more,
They
yeah.
wait. I mean, we went to Hawaii for my grandmother to pass. We were there for like a week and a half, left, and right when we got home to Japan, I walked in the living room, walked back out, and they said, Grandma's in the living room. We got a call 20 minutes later.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, so what do we have to do? 2 days later, we had to get back on a plane.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, that's ridiculous.
Sometimes they hold on because there's one more person, and then sometimes they wait until everybody's gone because that's their death plan.
Or they wait to be clean.
Oh, God,
Wait until they get a bath.
That's
and then
a
they're like,
big
what?
thing. Goodness.
Oh,
The
during
bath and
relations.
Turning, no.
That's just you.
Okay, Ernest.
That's
my
your
God.
team.
Was I on the wrong subject again?
We're talking about people that they're in an active process of dying.
Oh, then we back to
They
sex.
know-
We're back
I don't know, man.
I mean, I always said if I'm in an airplane and it's going down, I'm going
Does
to
he know we
enjoy myself
jumped?
on the way
Huh?
down.
Does he know about our
You become the
jump?
Mile High Club.
Does he
Wait,
know
the
we
mile
jumped
high,
out of
the
a
3/4 of a
plane?
mile high,
Okay.
the quarter of a mile high,
Make it halfway there, I'll be all right.
the death.
So what do you think about us jumping out of our plane? What do you think? Both of
Perfectly
you.
good plan.
That's a good question for both of you.
Okay, first of all,
I'm
no.
here, dude. Go by me.
It once took people an hour and a half to get me off a dresser. With 3 people in a chair, it took 3 hours to get me off a dresser.
Off a dresser.
And it's just a 2-dresser, not even like a chest of drawers. I don't do heights.
So Nate,
I
that
saw
was his
him
second
twice.
jump.
Yes,
Yeah.
no.
He could have backed out, And Crystal shocked me.
It's so liberating,
I
though,
was
if you do it,
shocked
though.
that
I'm
she
serious.
did it.
It's
You
very
gotta
liberating.
understand, Crystal
You
has,
feel like you're bad. You
Crystal has
feel.
2 small kids at home.
It'll put some
and
hair
a
on your
husband.
chest.
Oh, I got plenty of that shit.
I gave natural.
Notified.
I gave
Don't need to
natural
jump out of
birth.
plane.
That was my risky business.
She had to notify Chris while she was on the road. A lot of people didn't realize. I found out a day before. We were on the road when we found out. We were on the road when we found out. The next day, we were all jumping. It was news for me, news for Crystal, news. I think Nate knew, but news
Nate
for
knew.
Michael. And Michael was pulling his dreads. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Did you see Michael kind of twisting his dreads?
Yeah, he's kind of a little nervous.
Oh,
at
we
first.
eating sushi?
No, I saw Korean barbecue too.
Oh, oh boy. I should have told y'all we don't eat sushi because we're immunosuppressed. Ernest can't have raw fish. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, we're not eating.
Oh, but there's a
okay.
Korean barbecue there too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
right
right
there.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, because of his transplant. And I don't have a spleen, so
You don't have a spleen? See, I keep having these pains over
I
here.
have a spleen.
Ugh, and I was so scared that my spleen was having a